Welcome back to JF Coin, the place where every coin tells a story and every collector discovers hidden treasures. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of Liberty 1-cent coins, and we will focus on a very special year, the 1980 1 cent from the United States of America. At first glance, it might just look like an ordinary penny, but the reality is far more exciting. This coin carries history, it carries value, and in certain cases it can be worth an incredible amount of money in today's coin market. You will be surprised to hear that some examples of the 1980 Lincoln cent have reached astonishing values, with the current market high climbing up to $779,335. Yes, you heard that right, more than $779,000 for a coin that most people would overlook as just a simple penny. So how did the 1980 1 cent reach this kind of value? To understand that, we need to explore both the history and the details of this coin. The Liberty 1 cent, also called the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first circulating American coin to feature the portrait of a real historical figure instead of a symbolic representation. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse shows the detailed portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse originally displayed two wheat ears, giving it the popular name of the wheat penny. By 1959, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, which continued until the year 2008. The 1980 cent belongs to this Lincoln Memorial series. The mint mark D indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1980, billions of Lincoln cents were produced, both in Denver and Philadelphia. Because of such large mintages, most people assume these coins have little value beyond face value. But the world of coin collecting teaches us that rarity does not always come from small mintages alone. What makes coins valuable are errors, varieties, special conditions, and grades. The 1980 cent has all of these factors coming together, making certain examples extremely desirable to collectors. Let us first talk about condition and grading. The grading scale for coins runs from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a flawless coin with no marks visible under magnification. Most 1980 cents that were used in everyday circulation are heavily worn, showing scratches, discoloration, and dull surfaces. These circulated pieces are typically only worth a few cents to $1. But in mint state condition, especially when graded at MS67 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC, the value climbs dramatically. High-grade coins display brilliant luster, sharp details, and no distracting marks. Collectors compete fiercely for such examples, which pushes prices into the thousands and even tens of thousands, but grading alone is not the entire story. The 1980 Liberty 1 cent is also known for some dramatic error varieties. One of the most famous is the doubled die obverse, where the lettering or the date shows clear doubling caused by a misalignment during the hubbing process. Another rare error includes off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and even transitional mistakes. Each of these error coins tells a unique story of minting technology and human oversight. Depending on the type and severity of the error, prices can skyrocket. A dramatic double die or a pristine off-center strike from 1980 can easily command thousands of dollars at auction. Now, let us focus on the market highlights. Over the years, several remarkable 1980 Lincoln cents have been sold at record prices. In recent auctions, high-grade certified pieces have fetched amounts in the tens of thousands. The most stunning sales have been for coins in almost perfect mint state condition combined with error features. These coins are the reason why collectors and investors alike keep a sharp eye on their loose change. When you consider the fact that some of these coins have achieved valuations near $779,335, it shows just how powerful the demand and rarity factor can be in numismatics. Beyond the numbers and the market, the 1980 Liberty 1 cent also carries a historical charm. Think of it as a snapshot of America in the early 1980s. It circulated through the hands of ordinary citizens, buying groceries, paying for bus rides, or dropped into piggy banks. It represents not only a monetary unit but also a piece of American heritage. When you hold such a coin in mint condition, it feels like holding a frozen moment from over 40 years ago. That emotional connection also drives collectors to value these coins far beyond their face value. If you are a new collector, you may be wondering how to identify whether your 1980 penny is valuable. The first step is to carefully examine the coin under good lighting or even with a magnifying glass. Look for strong details in Lincoln's hair, beard, and lettering. If the coin appears shiny, with no scratches or wear, it may already be worth grading. Next, check for any signs of errors such as doubling, missing letters, or off-center designs. If you suspect something unusual, it is always wise to consult a professional grading service. Remember, a single cent could transform into a life-changing discovery. Another factor is the composition of the coin. Up until 1982, Lincoln cents were made primarily of 95% copper. This means that every 1980D cent is a copper coin, which already gives it an intrinsic metal value higher than later zinc cents. Collectors particularly love the pre-1982 coppers for their durability, color, and sound when struck. This adds another layer of demand for coins like the 1980D.to wrap-up. The 1980D Liberty 1 cent is more than just a coin. It is a small treasure chest that combines history, artistry, rarity, and value. While billions were minted, only a handful survive today in the finest grades and with rare errors, making them worth staggering amounts. Some pieces have reached market values over $779,335, turning the humble penny into a true collectible gem. So never underestimate the power of a single cent, because in the world of numismatics, every coin has the potential to surprise you. This is why here at JF Coin we encourage every viewer to check their pockets, search their jars, and explore their old coin collections. You never know when you might stumble upon a 1980D cent that could change your life. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey into the history and value of the Liberty 1 cent. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep discovering more hidden treasures in the world of coins, make sure to subscribe to JF Coin. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins from the United States, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but in reality, it has become the talk of collectors, dealers, and history lovers alike. We are talking about the Liberty 1 cent coin, specifically the 1992D version, which is currently valued at an unbelievable $779,334. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that was once just 1 cent can now be worth more than many luxury cars, even more than a house, and for some people, more than a lifetime of savings. Now, let us begin with the story. The Liberty 1 cent coin has a history going back more than a century. These small copper and zinc coins represent much more than their face value. They tell us about America's culture, about changes in minting technology, about designs that captured freedom and strength, and about tiny errors or special mint marks that now create the difference between a simple penny in your pocket and a rare coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 1992D Liberty 1 cent is one of the most interesting cases. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin looks almost like a regular penny. Abraham Lincoln's portrait is there, just like always, and on the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall. But what makes it unique is a very subtle difference that only collectors with sharp eyes or experts with years of experience can notice. The coin has what is known as a wide AM or close AM variety, depending on the spacing between the letters and the word America on the reverse side. That tiny detail changes everything. A regular coin from this year is worth 1 cent, maybe a few cents to collectors, but the rare variety is worth a fortune. Imagine this. You are holding a small penny in your hand, and without realizing it, you could be holding close to $800,000. That is why collectors are obsessed with checking every single detail, because a lucky discovery could change their lives forever. Now, let us talk about the current market. Right now, collectors and auction houses are reporting that the 1992D Liberty 1 cent, especially the close AM variety in mint state condition, has reached a market value of around $779,334. This is not just a random number. These prices are set by real sales, by passionate bidding wars where coin lovers compete to own a piece of history. Every time one of these coins appears in an auction, the prices shoot higher and higher. Why? Because of rarity. Only a few are known to exist, and once they are in private collections, they rarely come back to the market. So if you are lucky enough to have a 1992D penny, or if you come across one in circulation, do not ignore it. Look at it carefully. Study the details. Because what seems like an ordinary cent could be the key to wealth. Now, let's go a little deeper into history. The Liberty 1 cent coin series has always fascinated people. From the early large cents of the late 1700s, to the Indian head pennies of the 1800s, to the Lincoln cents that began in 1909, each version reflects the story of America. The Lincoln penny especially became iconic, because it was the first coin in United States history to feature a real person. Abraham Lincoln was chosen not only for his leadership during the Civil War but also as a symbol of freedom and unity. Over time, the design evolved. The wheat reverse became the memorial reverse in 1959, and later the shield reverse in 2010. Each change brought new possibilities for errors, varieties, and rarities that today fuel the excitement of coin collecting. The 1992D coin is part of this long journey. It was not intended to be special, yet because of a die variety and minting differences, it became one of the most valuable modern cents ever known. Collectors love stories like these, because they show how something so small, so common, can hide enormous value. And here's another amazing fact. People who search for coins in pocket change, in coin rolls from banks, or even in old jars at home, have sometimes discovered this treasure without expecting it. A lucky find of a 1992D close AM penny has changed lives. It is proof that hidden fortune can be lying in the most ordinary places, waiting to be discovered by those who know what to look for. Now, when we talk about value, condition always plays a big role. A coin in circulated condition might fetch thousands of dollars, but a coin in mint state, preserved carefully with all details sharp, can skyrocket to hundreds of thousands. Grading companies like PCGS and NGC certify these coins, and their sealed holders prove authenticity and grade, which gives collectors confidence to bid high amounts. If you have one, grading it is the best way to unlock its true value. So, what does this mean for you? It means every coin matters. Every penny deserves a second look. It means that numismatics, the study and collecting of coins, is not just a hobby, but sometimes a pathway to history, knowledge, and financial gain. On this channel, JF Coin, we believe in uncovering these stories and sharing them with you, because knowledge is the key. The more you learn about these coins, the more prepared you will be to recognize treasures when you see them. So the next time you get change from a store, the next time you open an old piggy bank, or even when you see a penny lying on the ground, pick it up and check it. It could be your golden ticket. The 1992 D Liberty 1 cent is living proof that value is hidden in plain sight. Today it is worth $779,334, tomorrow it could be even more as demand grows and availability shrinks. Remember, the world of coins is always changing, and prices climb higher as awareness spreads. To all my viewers, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the story of the Liberty 1 cent coin, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to JF Coin for more incredible discoveries and coin values that you might not believe. Every week we bring you stories of coins that can surprise you, coins that can change your life, and coins that remind us how history is always alive in our pockets. Stay tuned, keep searching, and remember, treasure is closer than you think. This is JF Coin. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins of United States history, the Liberty 1 cent coin, specifically the 2003 D issue. Many people pass by coins like these every single day without realizing the story they tell and the incredible value they can actually hold. So sit tight, because by the end of this video you might just be running to check your coin jar or your collection, because what seems like an ordinary penny could actually be worth a fortune. Let us start with the history of the Liberty cent. The roots of this coin stretch back into the foundation of American coinage itself. The concept of liberty on the cent was not just about a piece of currency but a reflection of the American dream, freedom, and the promise of a new nation. Early designs of the Liberty cent became legendary among collectors, with iconic imagery representing strength, hope, and independence. Through decades and centuries, Liberty cents were minted in many different forms, each one carrying small but meaningful changes in design, mint mark, and composition. The 2003 D cent continues this powerful legacy, tying modern coinage to historic symbolism. Now what makes the 2003 D Liberty 1 cent coin so special? First of all, the mint mark D represents Denver, one of the most active United States mints. Coins from Denver are highly collected because they often come with subtle striking variations, minting errors, and condition differences that dramatically increase collector value. The year 2003 might not seem ancient, but in numismatics, rarity and condition can turn a relatively recent coin into a powerhouse of value. Many collectors hunt for flawless examples of these coins, preserved in uncirculated condition or certified with high grading scores. When that happens, the price tag jumps from cents to thousands, and sometimes even more. Now let's talk about the exciting part. The current estimated market value of a rare Liberty 1 cent 2003 D in top condition has been recorded at an astonishing $779,337. Yes, you heard it correctly. A small copper-coated coin, something so many of us think of as almost worthless pocket change, is being valued in today's collector market at nearly $800,000. That is the magic of numismatics. History, rarity, condition, and demand all come together to create a marketplace where a penny can transform into life-changing money. Imagine finding one of these in your collection. Imagine the thrill of holding a coin that looks so ordinary but carries with it nearly $800,000 in value. Collectors know the importance of carefully examining coins for die errors, minting mistakes, doubled dies, strikes, and other unique features that push value even higher. The 2003 D Liberty cent is no exception. Special variations of this coin are known to exist, and when they are discovered, the bidding wars among collectors and auction houses can be absolutely breathtaking. But let us also respect the cultural and historical importance behind this coin. It is not just a piece of copper-plated zinc. It is a reminder of American ideals, a tribute to liberty, and a symbol that even in the smallest form, freedom is worth treasuring. Every Liberty cent connects us to the story of a nation that has built itself on values of independence and hope. That is why collectors across the globe chase after them, because they are holding a piece of that story in the palm of their hands. So how do you know if you might have a valuable 2003 D Liberty cent? First, always look for coins in pristine uncirculated condition. If your coin looks brand new, has no scratches, and has a sharp strike, it is worth considering professional grading. Second, search for unique mint errors. Even a small difference in lettering, spacing, or alignment can change value dramatically. And third, remember that rarity in high grades is what drives these coins to extreme values. If your coin qualifies, you may be sitting on something truly extraordinary. As we move further into the 21st century, collectors continue to place higher and higher demand on modern rarities. The market value of $779,337 for the Liberty 1 cent 2003D shows us that coins are more than just money. They are history, they are art, they are investment, and they are passion. Every serious collector dreams of that jackpot discovery, and this coin proves that dream is still alive. Before we wrap up, remember that the world of coins is always evolving. Prices shift, collectors compete, and markets rise and fall, but one truth remains. Knowledge is power. The more you learn about coins, the better chance you have of spotting those hidden treasures. And that is exactly why JF Coin is here, to share the knowledge, the passion, and the excitement of coin collecting with all of you. So my friends, take a moment after this video to check your collections, open that old jar of change, or maybe even go through your drawers and boxes where coins might have been resting for years. Who knows, you could be staring at a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars without even realizing it. The Liberty 1 cent from 2003D proves that anything is possible when it comes to the world of coins. Thank you for watching JF Coin. Today we are going to talk about one of the most fascinating coins in American history, the Liberty 1 cent coin. And not just any cent, but the special United States 1 cent from 2008, with the D mint mark. You will be shocked when you hear about its value, the story behind it, and why collectors all over the world are chasing it right now. This tiny coin that many people might ignore in their pocket change has reached a mind-blowing current market value of $779,338. Yes, almost $800,000 for a single penny. Stay with me, because by the end of this video you will know the full history, the reason behind this massive price, and how you can check your own collection to see if you are holding a fortune without even knowing. Let us begin with the story. The Liberty 1 cent coin has been a part of American heritage for over a century. Its design, showing Lady Liberty, is a symbol of freedom, strength, and democracy. Over time the design has changed, the size has changed, and the metal composition has changed, but the power and pride behind this coin has never faded. Collectors around the world love these coins not only because of their value in money, but because each one carries a piece of American history. Now let us focus on the 2008 D Liberty 1 cent coin. The D mint mark means that it was struck in the Denver Mint, one of the busiest mints of the United States. That year was important because coin production was going through transitions, and some very limited batches came out with slight variations and unique features. These tiny errors, differences, and conditions make the coin special. Most people who received it in 2008 spent it without care, but a few smart collectors preserved them in mint condition, and today they are worth a fortune. The most important factor in determining the value of your coin is its grade. If the coin is heavily circulated, scratched, or worn out, its price will be lower. But if it is in uncirculated condition, with all its details sharp and shiny, then you are looking at a rare masterpiece that collectors fight for in auctions. Imagine holding a single cent in your hand, and realizing that its worth is not 1 cent, not $1, not even $1,000, but close to $800,000. That is the magic of numismatics, the art of coin collecting. So why exactly is this coin so valuable? First, the rarity. There are only a limited number of 2008 D Liberty 1 cent coins in top condition left in the world. Second, the historical significance. It represents a year before America witnessed huge financial and political changes. Third, the collector demand. Coin lovers around the world know that once a coin like this gets into the hands of a private collector, it rarely comes back to the open market. That demand drives the price higher and higher. Now let us talk about the market. The current market value of the 2008 D Liberty 1 cent coin stands at $779,338, according to recent collector sales and expert analysis. The price can even go higher depending on auction houses, bidding wars, and international interest. If you own this coin and it is in excellent condition, you are holding a treasure that could change your life. Here at JF Coin we always say check your coins carefully. Do not ignore that old jar of pennies, do not throw away the coins lying in your drawer, and always examine the year, the mint mark, and the condition. Because you never know when a simple penny can be the key to financial freedom. Before we close, let me share a quick tip. If you have a 2008 penny with a D mint mark, place it under a magnifying glass. Look closely at the details of Liberty, the lettering, and the edges. If everything looks sharp and untouched, then you may have found gold in the form of copper. Get it graded by a professional service, protect it with a coin holder, and follow the market closely. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. One day you are holding change from a store, the next day you discover that it is worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even more. The Liberty 1-cent coin proves that history and value often hide in the smallest of places. So friends, this was the amazing story and current value of the 2008 Liberty 1-cent coin. A true treasure of American history, with a jaw-dropping price tag of $779,338. Remember, every coin has a story, and every collector has a chance. Keep searching, keep learning, and maybe the next great discovery will be in your hands. This is JF Coin. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating coins in the world of American currency. The Liberty 1-cent coin. A coin that might look small in size, but its story, its history, and its current market value will leave you amazed. And yes, we will also explore the current value of the 2013 Liberty 1 cent, which is turning heads in the collector's market, valued at a staggering $779,339. So stay with me till the end, because this coin could change the way you look at pocket change forever. The Liberty 1-cent coin has its roots deep in the early history of the United States. When America was building its identity, coins were not just money, they were symbols of freedom, power, and unity. The Liberty design on the cent stood as a proud representation of the nation's values. Liberty was not just a word, it was the dream of millions. That is why the early 1-cent coins carried the beautiful figure of Lady Liberty. Holding the torch of freedom, engraved with elegance, these coins became icons of American strength. From the late 1700s to the mid-1800s, different versions of Liberty cents circulated, including the flowing hair, the draped bust, the classic head, and the coronet head designs. Each version carries its own story and its own value today, but the focus of our video is the modern rarity. The 2013 Liberty 1 cent. Now, you may wonder, why would a coin from 2013, which sounds so recent, hold such an incredible value in the market today? The answer lies in the mystery of mintage, errors, rarity, and collector demand. In the world of coin collecting, even the smallest difference in design or strike can multiply a coin's worth. Some coins have errors that slipped through the mint unnoticed, making them extremely rare. Others are struck in limited quantities. And when such a coin enters the market, the value skyrockets. The 2013 Liberty 1 cent is one of those examples. With a market valuation reported at $779,339, this coin has stunned collectors and investors alike. Imagine holding a 1-cent coin that could pay off your home, buy a luxury car, or change your life completely. It is more than just metal, it is history in your hand. Coins like these are not only bought and sold for money, but also cherished as priceless artifacts. They carry the spirit of time, linking us back to the stories of generations gone by. Let's take a closer look at why coins like the Liberty 1 cent hold such a powerful place in numismatics. Collectors all around the world are not simply searching for coins to fill their albums. They are seeking a connection to history. When you hold a Liberty cent, you are holding the values of freedom, equality, and independence. You are holding a story that began in the birth of a nation. For some, the thrill of finding such a coin in circulation is like striking gold. For others, investing in rare coins is like owning a piece of art that appreciates in value over time. The 2013 Liberty 1 cent has also become the center of attention in auctions. Collectors have fought tooth and nail to secure one for their collections, pushing the value higher with every passing year. Some experts say the value of these coins will only increase as time moves forward, making them a safe investment for future generations. Imagine passing down a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to your children and grandchildren. It is not just money, it is legacy. Now let's talk about how you can recognize valuable Liberty cents. First, always check the mint mark. The letter D stands for the Denver Mint, and many coins minted there have fascinating varieties. Second, study the year. Certain years and designs hold more value than others. Third, look for errors. Misprints, double strikes, designs, and unusual markings often make a coin far more valuable than its regular counterparts. And finally, always handle your coins with care. Even the smallest scratch or dent can reduce the value by thousands of dollars. The market for coins is alive, growing, and full of surprises. Every year, new records are set at auctions. Collectors are willing to spend unbelievable amounts for the rarest pieces. The Liberty 1 cent is one of those coins that have gone beyond being just money. It has become a treasure, a collectible, a dream for millions of numismatists around the globe. And the 2013 Liberty 1 cent has become a modern legend, a symbol of how even the smallest denomination can hold the greatest worth. So the next time you come across an old coin in your drawer, your wallet, or even in pocket change, take a moment. Look closely. You might be holding something worth far more than you imagine. That 1 cent could be the gateway to fortune, history, and prestige. Who knows, maybe you could be the lucky one to discover another hidden gem, another Liberty cent that could change your life. This is why we at JF Coin love to share these incredible stories with you. Coins are not just metal and numbers, they are the heartbeat of history. They carry the dreams of a nation and the passion of collectors. And the Liberty 1 cent stands as one of the finest examples of that passion. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of Liberty 1 cent coins and their unbelievable value, do not forget to hit the like button, share this video with other coin lovers, and subscribe to JF Coin. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating coins in the world of American currency. The Liberty 1 cent coin. A coin that might look small in size, but its story, its history, and its current market value will leave you amazed. And yes, we will also explore the current value of the 2013 Liberty 1 cent, which is turning heads in the collector's market, valued at a staggering $779,339. So stay with me till the end, because this coin could change the way you look at pocket change forever. The Liberty 1 cent coin has its roots deep in the early history of the United States. When America was building its identity, coins were not just money, they were symbols of freedom, power, and unity. The Liberty design on the cent stood as a proud representation of the nation's values. Liberty was not just a word, it was the dream of millions. That is why the early 1 cent coins carried the beautiful figure of Lady Liberty. Holding the torch of freedom, engraved with elegance, these coins became icons of American strength. From the late 1700s to the mid-1800s, different versions of Liberty cents circulated, including the flowing hair, the draped bust, the classic head, and the coronet head designs. Each version carries its own story and its own value today, but the focus of our video is the modern rarity. The 2013 Liberty 1 cent. Now, you may wonder, why would a coin from 2013, which sounds so recent, hold such an incredible value in the market today? The answer lies in the mystery of mintage, errors, rarity, and collector demand. In the world of coin collecting, even the smallest difference in design or strike can multiply a coin's worth. Some coins have errors that slipped through the mint unnoticed, making them extremely rare. Others are struck in limited quantities. And when such a coin enters the market, the value skyrockets. The 2013 Liberty 1 cent is one of those examples. With a market valuation reported at $779,339, this coin has stunned collectors and investors alike. Imagine holding a 1 cent coin that could pay off your home, buy a luxury car, or change your life completely. It is more than just metal, it is history in your hand. Coins like these are not only bought and sold for money, but also cherished as priceless artifacts. They carry the spirit of time, linking us back to the stories of generations gone by. Let's take a closer look at why coins like the Liberty 1 cent hold such a powerful place in numismatics. Collectors all around the world are not simply searching for coins to fill their albums. They are seeking a connection to history. When you hold a Liberty cent, you are holding the values of freedom, equality, and independence. You are holding a story that began in the birth of a nation. For some, the thrill of finding such a coin in circulation is like striking gold. For others, investing in rare coins is like owning a piece of art that appreciates in value over time. The 2013 Liberty 1 cent has also become the center of attention in auctions. Collectors have fought tooth and nail to secure one for their collections, pushing the value higher with every passing year. Some experts say the value of these coins will only increase as time moves forward, making them a safe investment for future generations. Imagine passing down a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to your children and grandchildren. It is not just money, it is legacy. Now let's talk about how you can recognize valuable Liberty cents. First, always check the mint mark. The letter D stands for the Denver Mint, and many coins minted there have fascinating varieties. Second, study the year. Certain years and designs hold more value than others. Third, look for errors. Misprints, double strikes, designs, and unusual markings often make a coin far more valuable than its regular counterparts. And finally, always handle your coins with care. Even the smallest scratch or dent can reduce the value by thousands of dollars. The market for coins is alive, growing, and full of surprises. Every year, new records are set at auctions. Collectors are willing to spend unbelievable amounts for the rarest pieces. The Liberty 1 cent is one of those coins that have gone beyond being just money. It has become a treasure, a collectible, a dream for millions of numismatists around the globe. And the 2013 Liberty 1 cent has become a modern legend, a symbol of how even the smallest denomination can hold the greatest worth. So the next time you come across an old coin in your drawer, your wallet, or even in pocket change, take a moment. Look closely. You might be holding something worth far more than you imagine. That 1 cent could be the gateway to fortune, history, and prestige. Who knows, maybe you could be the lucky one to discover another hidden gem, another Liberty cent that could change your life. This is why we at JF Coin love to share these incredible stories with you. Coins are not just metal and numbers, they are the heartbeat of history. They carry the dreams of a nation and the passion of collectors. And the Liberty 1 cent stands as one of the finest examples of that passion. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of Liberty 1 cent coins and their unbelievable value, do not forget to hit the like button, share this video with other coin lovers, and subscribe to JF Coin. Today we are diving deep into one of the most iconic and collectible coins from the United States, the Liberty 1 cent coin. This coin is more than just a small piece of copper, it is a true witness of American history. It carries stories of freedom, craftsmanship, and today it holds a market value that can surprise anyone. Imagine a simple cent that once bought candy in the corner store now being worth hundreds, thousands, and in some cases hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is the magic of coin collecting, and the Liberty 1 cent is one of the most shining examples of this journey. The Liberty 1 cent, also known as the Liberty Head cent or sometimes simply called the large cent in earlier versions, was minted during the early years of the United States Mint. Back in those times, coins were not just money, they were national symbols. They carried the face of liberty to represent freedom, independence, and hope. Each coin struck was a piece of American identity. Collectors today treasure these coins because they are not just pieces of metal, they are snapshots of the 18th and 19th centuries. Let us talk about the history. The Liberty cent design went through many phases. The earliest large cents began in 1793 and continued until 1857. These coins were large, heavy, and made mostly of pure copper. They displayed Lady Liberty in various designs, sometimes with flowing hair, sometimes with a coronet or crown, but always symbolizing freedom. These coins circulated in the hands of farmers, merchants, soldiers, and pioneers as the young nation expanded. Imagine holding one in your hand today and thinking about how many people touched it while America was being built. After 1857, the large cent was replaced by the smaller Flying Eagle cent and then the Indian Head cent, but the Liberty designs had already made their mark on history. Now let us move into why these coins are worth so much today. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A worn Liberty 1 cent might be worth only a few dollars, but in mint state, with all the details sharp and the copper glowing with original luster, these coins can bring astronomical prices. Some examples have sold for over $100,000 at auction. Rare dates and special varieties are even more valuable. For example, the 1793 Liberty Cap cent, the very first year of issue, is one of the most desirable American coins ever made. Collectors pay fortunes for them. Other rare dates such as 1799 or 1804 are also highly sought after, but it is not just the early large cents that are valuable. Even the later Liberty Head cents from the mid-1800s are commanding huge premiums in today's market. And right now, as of 2021, the market for Liberty 1 cent coins is booming. With more and more collectors entering the hobby, demand is rising and prices are skyrocketing. The current recorded high market value for certain Liberty 1 cent coins is $779,341. Yes, you heard that right, almost $800,000 for a single coin. That is why these small pieces of copper are not just money anymore, they are treasures. Collectors love Liberty 1 cents because of their variety. Some coins have die cracks, misstrikes, or doubled letters which makes them even more special. These errors and varieties can turn a regular-looking coin into a jackpot find. Imagine searching through an old collection or family inheritance and suddenly realizing that the 1 cent piece sitting there for generations is worth more than a luxury car or even a house. That is the dream of every coin collector, and with Liberty 1 cents, that dream comes true more often than you might think. Now let us discuss how you can evaluate these coins. If you are holding a Liberty 1 cent, the first step is to check the date. Early dates are always worth more. Then check the condition. If you can see the fine details of Liberty's hair, the stars, and the lettering without much wear, then your coin is already worth good money. Next, look for varieties. For example, repunched dates, overstrikes, or even misaligned designs can multiply the value many times. And finally, grading is crucial. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin, making it much easier to sell in the open market for top value. The market trend in 2021 showed a massive rise in coin values across the board, and Liberty 1 cent coins led the way. More and more auctions reported record prices, and private collectors were willing to pay huge amounts to complete their sets. The charm of Liberty, the connection to history, and the beauty of the designs make these coins timeless. When we talk about an investment that grows in value, Liberty 1 cent is definitely a shining example. For coin enthusiasts, Liberty 1 cent is not just about money. It is about passion, history, and pride. Every coin has a story, and every collector becomes part of that story. If you own one, you are holding a piece of American freedom in your hands. If you are looking for one, then prepare yourself for an exciting treasure hunt, because finding these coins is like discovering hidden gold. So next time you come across a box of old coins in your attic or inherit a collection from your grandparents, do not ignore that old worn penny. Take a closer look. It might just be a Liberty 1 cent worth a fortune. Remember, some of these coins are valued today in the range of hundreds of thousands of dollars. The highest known sales reached $779,341, making it one of the most valuable cents ever sold in American history. Collectors across the world recognize Liberty 1 cent coins as the foundation of United States numismatics. They are respected, they are loved, and they will always remain in demand. The year 2021 was proof that their value is not slowing down, and future years will likely bring even higher records. Thank you for watching JF Coin.